Hello students. Next we are going to the modifying accounting principles. It has got six. Number one is materiality principle. That means too much of information, too much of documentation will lead to the lot of confusion, and it's a hectic task for the person concerned to prepare the accounts. So it is better to take the material which is necessary for the business. For example, if suppose there is a stationary account. Stationary account is there means we have to take overall whatever pens, pencils, and other papers, whatever materials you purchase related to the stationery should come under one account. You should not take a pencil account separately, pens account separately, and other materials. Papers for the computer and ink, computer ink, and so many things are there. Everything you have to put in one heading, which is called stationery account. Need not go to the separate accounts. So here materiality principle insists to minimize the documentary preparation, and also a related item should come under the one account, that is stationery account. And from in the profit and loss account, you have to show only that stationery account overall balance, not each and every item's balance. So it saves time, and it saves consumption of the scarce materials. Okay, so materiality principle insists, this is according to modifying. After seeing so many number of companies, the modifying accounting principles insists the materiality principle as one of the principles of the modifying accounting. The second thing, consistency principle. What do you mean by consistency? Consistency is stability, or following same type of method. For example, if the company is following, if a firm is following single entry bookkeeping system, there is a two type of bookkeeping system. One is single entry bookkeeping, another one is called double entry bookkeeping. Just now we are following only double entry bookkeeping system. Okay, the single entry bookkeeping system, suppose a small concern is following single entry bookkeeping system, they should follow the same thing. And if they are following to double entry, that should be followed. Why this is necessary means, for a comparison, the results are compared with the previous year. Every time the results of the previous years compared with the current year. In order to compare the both amounts, it is must to follow stability. Consistently, they have to follow one system, whether single entry bookkeeping or double entry bookkeeping. In another case, cost of materials, cost of stock, whether you have to inform in the footnote, you mean the sense the businessman or the accountant person in charge for preparing the the cost of stock, whether they are following the cost price or market price. If they follow first year the cost price means continuously they should follow the cost price only, so that the comparison with the previous year will be possible, and it will give the correct information. 1 year you are following market price, another year you are following cost price, it doesn't give the correct information to the people, those who are in need of the information. Then comes what you call conservative principle. Conservative principle itself, the name itself shows conservatism. That means they want to be in always safer side. They do not want to take the risk. Conservatism, that means here itself I told you, this conservative principle, the companies, the business organization which are following this conservative principle, they try to use only the cost price. They will not take the risk of market price. And the same thing in the I told you, previous example I told you, that is the original cost method, and the calculation of the expenses on original cost method, or diminishing balance method, or whatever may be method they are using, whether reducing balance method or original cost method or annuity method or sinking fund method, whatever method they are following, they should see that they have the which is safer for them. which is safer for the company in the sense business, method they will follow. That's called conservative principle. For example, doubtful debts. Doubtful debts, sometimes the customers, those who have taken goods on a credit basis, they will not, this is you have to use the be silent. Debts we have to use debts. While writing we have to write like this. Doubtful debts. Because of this doubtful debts, the conservative principle, they provide some percentage for keep them in safe custody, safe region, or a safe zone. So some of the organization, they provide doubtful debts certain percentage to show a minimum risk for them, which they are going to face in the future. They may get the money from the customers, they may not get. It depends upon the trustworthiness of the customers. The doubtful debts reserve is provided. Reserve for doubtful debts will be provided for them. That's come under conservative principle. Then timely principle. As I told you, timely principle shows that how far a company is preparing, what is the accounting period. Even though accounting